Okay, ladies and gents, I'm heading actually over to Cyprian this morning to go come and pick him up. We're actually going to go over to Anothe Depot to actually go back there with his computer and monitor, or not monitor, I should say video card. Apparently he's having problems with it, and he is actually needing to go back there because he's having problems with it. Of course, technical problems as always, so he needs to go back there again. For some strange reason, it's not working properly as it should. So we're going to actually try to go get there and see what Robert can do at PC Depot, and hopefully he can get it actually repaired. I have a feeling that the power supply that he had actually purchased was not good. It's not powerful enough, or it doesn't have the right amperage on a certain connection. So hopefully by going back there with the machine, he'll actually take a look and be able to actually get it fixed. So let's head back. Let's head over to Cyprian's place and see what we can get done here. See you soon, folks. And here we are at Place 2000, right next to the Top 2000. We actually had to do a little bypass there on going to Anothe Depot and PC Depot because it was taking us ages to get through there, and it's all his fault.
Yeah, right.
No, we had to stop by and check something out. There was a problem with his video card that he had actually purchased last week. And what was it? What was the other thing?
What? The power supply?
He doesn't remember. Yeah.
What the other?
Yeah, I don't know. He also got himself a new casing at the same time.
Okay.
What happened is the card that he bought last week required a little bit more than required, more power, more amperage required for it than what his power supply could handle. Ended up replacing it with a different video card. It was working fine, thank God. And then we went over to Anothe Depot and he got himself a nice little casing there himself again to put this one into that one. So right now we're just waiting for him to finish his smoke.
Then we're gonna go eat
Our food. What are you going for food? What are you having?
I guess my club sandwich. Same thing.
Same thing he had last week, his club sandwich. Me, I'm going for my souvlaki and my not a platoon. I had a platoon last week. So that's kind of I'm going to go for some onion rings and a pogo. So we're going to have that inside. We'll see you guys soon. As we see, the Sir Cyprian is checking his cell phone and having his nice lovely lunch. All his.
I don't know if I'm gonna eat everything.
Oh, that's it. I'll show you around the poutine, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Now lunch. Anyhow, so that was a great day for Saturday. It was a fun little time going with Cyprian back down to PC Depot and Anothe Depot. Finally, we got his thing resolved there with his video card that he had actually purchased. It had to be actually exchanged out. For the simple fact is that the card itself required a 20 amp power source, 12 volts coming from the power supply, and the one that he had currently in there in his HP Pavilion only had, I think it was around 5 or 6 volts, or 5 or 6 amps for the 12 volt. So it ended up that the power supply was way underpowered for it, and we had to even mention to the owner of the store saying the card was just too not energy efficient per se, but it was just drawing too much power for it, and the power supply that he had for it wasn't strong enough to hold up the weight. So what ended up is Cyprian exchanged it out for a graphics card that was 1 gigabyte and it was working well in it. So they gave him a refund of the actual graphics card itself, and he ended up buying a new set of 4 gigs of memory for it. So he's now totaling out at maximum of 8 gigabytes for the computer, which is a good thing. So he's now maxed out at 8 gigs. So that's good for his desktop PC, and he's just going to be transferring that over to his new casing that he also bought this afternoon, which is totaling about it's a nice little case itself. He paid about $45 or $50, and that there with the extra power supply he had bought, which is the 580 watt, it's going to suit nicely for the machine itself. So what he's going to be doing this afternoon, since I brought him home, he's exchanging it out onto the new chassis and power supply. So hopefully everything will work well with that, and he's going to be a happy camper. As for myself, while I was there, I picked up 2 new, or actually used mouses, so I needed those 2, at least 1 spare, and 1 that's going to go for my laptop. And this afternoon I'm going to be going in and actually exchanging out the OS on 1, which I finally think I found out the problem with it. So with that being said, this is going to be a very short video for this Saturday, and this is going to go up this evening if I have a chance. So until next time, I hope everybody likes this and it was fun for them. And let's go on to the next vlog for next week. Till then, folks.